I
NFL was
hate the fucking San Francisco 49ers.
why?
I'm a Rams fan. They're my least favorite team in the league
I mean,
by a wide
I
margin.
get that, but they're a good team. They got good players. They don't talk a whole lot of shit.
What?
Nah, they don't.
Debo Samuel crazy. What
That's
you
all
mean?
they do.
Debo Samuel,
Debo Samuel.
he's that guy.
They're the most entitled outside of the Cowboys, entitled fan base that hasn't won a ring in nobody on this call's lifetime. Just putting that out there. And
Mm.
you would think that they have 5 or 6 like the Pats, the way they talk in our
They
lifetime.
should.
Let's put it like
They
that.
should. But they don't.
I don't like that. They should shit. Go
Nah,
win.
yeah, you can't do that in the league. College, you can make that same mistake, but in the league, it's hard to do that.
They lost to the Chiefs twice.
Bro, they lost
Lost
to
to
the
Pat,
Chiefs. They
lost to
lost
Pat
twice to
Mahomes.
the Ravens.
Yeah,
Ravens.
Uh sorry, they do have one in our lifetime, 95. My apologies.
you good.
But
We don't
That was
outside of
celebrate.
that,
two, wasn't it?
what's up?
Was that it? Wasn't that verse? Who did they beat?
They beat the Chargers. They
In
beat
90,
y'all in 1990
in
Mm-hmm.
90, oh,
or
in 90.
or 89. It was the 89 season, but yeah. Or yeah, I think that's when they beat you guys, right? No,
Should have been
they beat the
90.
Broncos and they beat the Broncos that year. 88 was the year they beat you guys.
Could have sworn I thought it was 90. I'm tripping.
Yeah. They was good in the 80s and was winning titles, but you let that fan base tell you they've been whooping feet for 20 years for no
What was
reason.
Whooping feet.
what was interesting game to y'all this week?
Chiefs and Ravens,
If
obviously.
it wasn't Chiefs and Ravens, this is a game that went to OT, right? Oh, no, the most interesting game.
Who went to OT yesterday? Somebody did. It was a good game.
Yeah, the Rams in Detroit.
Yes,
Lions. Yeah.
yes.
That's how fast I tried to forget that shit. Fuck the Lions as well. That's my second least favorite team.
They tough.
Dirty ass team. Fuck them.
Matthew
They're not tough.
Stafford. Hey, Matthew Stafford went crazy, low key.
Matthew Stafford is a top 3 quarterback in this league. There are not 3 quarterbacks better than Matthew Stafford ability wise in the league.
I'm not gonna say 3, but he's pretty damn good.
You let me know outside of Patrick Mahomes who's better than Matthew Stafford.
Are we going off of just like the start of the season?
I'm going off of the start of the season. I'm going off of lifetime. I'm going off of last season. I'm going off
Oh,
of any metric you
lifetime.
want to go off of.
Yeah, lifetime. Nobody other than yeah.
Anybody you want to go off of, any metric you want to go off of.
That's in the
Met,
league right now.
we
No,
can't say
yeah.
That's in the league right now. That
metric.
nigga's crazy.
Metric is all Stafford and Mahomes, 100%.
It's all. Yeah, it is.
Ability is all Stafford and Mahomes. He was the one that invented the no. It didn't invent it, but he was the one doing the no look pass before Mahomes was in the league.
It's true. I'm trying to think. Who else is up
And
there?
that nigga's the toughest quarterback in the league.
We had the
He be
Texans and
getting
the
it
Colts
with
game.
bullshit.
That game was pretty good.
That was a good game too.
CJ Stroud. He's the man.
CJ Stroud looked good. Their defense looked good when they had to turn it
234
on.
yards, 2 TDs.
And the Colts don't need to hang their heads. I know it's a division loss, so that one's gonna hurt later on in the season.
Yeah.
But first game back with your quarterback who's supposed to be your franchise quarterback, you playing against the quote unquote juggernaut, if you let everyone else tell it, and you essentially stifle their offense for the day, which is supposed to be this high powered offense. Even though they got some new pieces, so they figured it out as well. But Colts play well.
I'm
I'd say.
looking, man. Alec Pierce went crazy.
Alex Pierce
Oh yeah.
went crazy.
Shout out to you.
125 yards.
Shout out to UC.
Anthony Richardson, 212 yards, 2 TDs, 1 interception.
Not impressed. Not impressed.
Joe Mixon, though,
Go
30
win the game.
carries, 159 yards.
Hey,
one
Anthony
TD.
Richardson first game back from injury. I'm like, hey, I'm not like calling him the guy, but I was like, all right,
It was okay.
you know, it's something to look at. It's
was-
something to look at.
Yeah, it's something to build off of for sure. But I'm not. I mean, go win the game, bro. Go win the game. We know you could do it. Just show us a little more.
That's a
Win
tough
that game.
team, man. That's a tough team, man. It was
Bro,
playing. That's a tough team.
29 to 27. They're both tough teams.
That's what I'm saying. It's a tough team. They didn't have no cupcake. Let's put it like that. If you'd have lost against a team kind of how the Bengals did,
He was
then
out
I
there
would have
Uh,
said something.
uh,
Nico Collins, Tank Dell, and Stephon Diggs.
Oh, you ain't got to talk
bro,
about them stats. Come
Joe
on, we bringing up the
Mixon,
Bengals game.
Joe Mixon
Bringing
Hey,
up the
alone,
Bengals game.
man.
hey, relax.
If you want to talk about the Bengals, Joe Mixon or the Bengals are missing Joe Mixon right now
Yeah, they are. I don't know why they got rid of him, bro.
because they didn't want to pay him. He
T.
took a pay
Higgins didn't
cut.
play either. T. Higgins didn't play either.
Do you think it would have mattered?
If T played,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
it would have been a little bit more of an impact as far as your the amount of like the type of plays you can run. You kind of like stifle when everyone knows that the ball can is probably going to one person. So
And
Tra-
when it went
yes,
to didn't go, it was mistakes made.
traditionally,
yeah.
traditionally, the Bengals never really win that first season opener, regardless. But
Didn't they beat the Browns last year?
nah, hell
No,
nah, they got smoked.
We
that's right.
did, yeah.
That's right. The Browns beat the shit out of them.
Yeah,
My bad.
but if anything, if this tells the Bengals anything, you need to bring back T Higgins. You need to pay that man. Find some money. Find something.
He gonna play. I mean, he sat out
No,
injury related.
no, pay
So
him for the next couple of years. That's what I'm getting
they need
at.
to go find a running back. Fuck paying him. They need to go see what
Back.
Jordan Mason going for. Hey, trade T Higgins for Jordan Mason right now. They might have a good season.
Bro,
Fuck it.
they didn't run the
Throw
ball.
Ricky Parcells ass in there
They didn't run the ball a whole lot yesterday though.
because they can't.
They did. I don't
Yeah.
even, bro. They didn't even try to set up the run. I'm looking. So Zach Moss had 9 carries for 44 yards. You could have ran the ball a little more with him. Chase
And some of
Brown.
that,
Chase Brown had 3 carries for 11 yards. You didn't try.
no. Well, I will say that people underestimate the fact that even through the shittiness, the Pats never have a bad defense.
Never.
And their coach is not terrible right now either. He came up in the Belichick system,
Mm-hmm.
so that defense is going to remain stout.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of them losing Matthew Judon, so I wasn't expecting them to be that ready to win a game yet. But
I mean, bro.
Bengals had other plans.
Well, the Bengals also had 2 turnovers or 2 fumbles, so that doesn't help out at all. Or 3
Yeah,
fumbles with Joe Burrow. Um, but if I'm the Bengals too, I'm not panicking because the defense played well. But it was the
yeah.
Patriots, and they don't really do anything special on offense.
The problem is they got lucky. They got lucky because everyone else in the division outside the Steelers, and
Lost.
even the Steelers to an extent, had a bad day.
Yeah.
So that was one they could drop just because the rest of the division played shit. So they got lucky.
And I'm looking at this offense from the Patriots right now. They ran the ball very well. They had 170 rushing yards as a team, but passing, bro.
Bengals have a shit front seven
I don't think it's shit. I'm not willing to call it shit yet. No.
outside of Hendrickson. It's
Gosh.
ass.
Yeah, low key. Low key. Um,
They give up the run. That's one thing they gonna do.
Gary, what's your thoughts on the Bengals, man? I know that's the home squad, but
Y'all figure it out.
Yeah, figure it out.
I mean that's
Hell no.
Hey, I think it's defense win games. It don't matter. Like you said, when you give up that many yards defense, you bound to lose the game. Off running, that's time of possession.
170.
I'm hitting 4.4 to 5 yards per carry. Oh, that's time of hey. What we about to just run it down y'all throat, and that's what they did the whole game.
Big facts. Can I find it?
You gotta make the offense play behind the sticks, man.
Patriots had
We didn't do that.
34 minutes time possession. Bengals had 25.
49ers just did the same shit to the Jets in the same exact way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Without Christian McCaffrey.
That team is so plug and play when it comes to this positions, bro.
100%.
Because but it's about to change next year when they got to play Brock Purdy. They're about to get ass again. Hopefully.
Hey, I don't care though. You got to. To me, that's the best head coach / offensive coordinator in the NFL right now.
He ain't won. Hey,
It don't
he ain't won
matter.
a title. He ain't won a title. I
Nah,
know one that has though. I know one that has.
bro, you can say that about everybody.
I can't
You
say
can
that
say
about
that
Sean McVay.
you can say that only person that like that can really back it up and be like okay, you got like Pat Mahomes, you know what I'm saying, Andy Reid. Them dudes, they go out there and they win. Man, y'all they won that by the skin of their teeth because of Aaron Donald. Don't get it
That's fact.
twisted.
Hey,
Don't get it twisted.
we don't gotta go
Jalen
back to it. We don't gotta go back
Jalen
to it.
Jalen Ramsey had turf burns. That's how bad Chase had him.
OBJ got hurt. We would have beat the shit out of the Bengals if OBJ didn't get hurt.
Man, you
We
Yeah,
heard,
they
would have beat the shit
hey,
out of
you heard I said Jalen Ramsey had turf burns trying to guard Jamar Chase. That
them.
motherfucker's
And
face and everything was in the
at
ground
the
on
end
that.
of the
Please,
day,
God. Please,
at the
Aaron. Please get
end
to him.
of the day, there's how many current coaches got a Super Bowl? Andy Reid has a Super Bowl.
Sean McVay,
Uh,
um,
Sean McVay has a Super Bowl.
Harbaugh.
Doug Peterson has a Super Bowl.
Tom
ball.
McVay ain't shit. Y'all ain't about to win another one here no time soon.
They probably
That's
won't.
over with.
They probably won't. But
That's over
he's
with.
still a
We got,
genius.
we gotta. He is still a. And it's and
So
here's
let
how
me
you
ask you
know.
this. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Offensive coordinator, wherever you want. Who you want to be calling plays? Sean McVay or Kyle Shanahan?
To be honest with you,
That's a tough one.
it's a wash. It's a wash.
You crazy.
They both are real good game
Well,
plans when it
they
comes
come
to
from the
offensive
same
play.
tree, anyways.
Exactly. And I was gonna say this.
I asked that.
There now here's I'm gonna bring up a point, right? Belichick, Andy Reid, Sean McVay. Three coaches where they have it. Well, that's probably the three that is the most prevalent at the moment. Where they have a coaching tree. When you look at people and say they came from, oh, they was underneath Bill Belichick. Oh, they was underneath Andy Reid. Oh, they was underneath Sean McVay. The three coaches in the league, and there's only one. Well, now Kyle Shanahan is building that. Now that he got D'Amico Ryans and Robert Saleh,
Where did
but he ain't there yet.
where did
He ain't there yet.
The Miami's coach come from? He came from one of them too.
Mike Williams?
Yeah,
McDaniel,
yeah.
he
Yeah.
Might have been
I
San
want to say
Fran.
he was one. Oh yeah, he was. Mike McDaniel was with San Fran,
Okay.
and there was a yeah. We ain't gonna talk about. I don't want to get into
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
I
yeah, 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 yeah. I'm on
But
my Carson White. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I don't
Well,
know
then
nothing
there's
about that.
listen. He was the offensive coordinator for like a year, but
Okay.
it was like a yeah,
I knew it
it
was
was
one
some
of the
shit.
two.
He was like the run game coordinator for like 3 years,
I knew it was one of the
but
two for sure.
yeah, yeah. But hey, man, when you looking for an archetype of coach,
Sean McVay's up there,
only
man,
couple you looking for. All I'm saying,
for
man.
sure.
Speaking on that, Marcus, if you don't mind, what y'all think about the Dak Prescott extension?
They didn't have a choice.
You got you got to pay him, man. That was just a situation where you just got to pay him.
Yeah, you gotta swallow that, man, and just
240?
You got to pay him.
it's the market right now, bro. It's the
Yeah,
market.
y'all gonna be hey when my nigga Brock Purdy coming for a contract and it looks similar, niggas gonna be sick next year. It's gonna be the same type of deal,
Hey, Cam Newton gonna be hot.
and they can't do a damn thing about it.
Yeah, yeah, he is. For real.
Ain't nothing you could do
They
about it,
can't do
bro.
a damn thing about it, bro.
Ain't nothing you
Not
could do
one
about
thing.
it. It's just you have to, like, bro. These markets that are getting reset. I mean, you got new TV deals coming next year. I mean, it is what it is, bro. Like, it is what it is.
I feel like,
hmm
but I feel like how what Marcus Glass said about the NIL.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel about the league.
It's been that way though. It's been that way.
Now the league's been that way for a mighty long time. The only thing that's changed is that running backs don't have the same luxury
Mm-mm.
like they
Yeah,
used to with
No
that.
Absolutely.
value.
Yes.
on the side.
So So that's the only thing. You'll see running backs that are hungry, a la Jordan Mason today, because they know that like you only get a shot for one big deal as a running back. One.
Facts.
Yep.
Not any more than that now. If you go
Yep.
out and ball out and you gotta hope that there's a team that has somebody go down, you play one good season there, you get that big deal, and you like that's all they're gonna give me because I'm gonna be running back by committee in 2 years when they bring in some young nigga. So
Yeah.
that's all you got at the moment. Ain't nobody safe. Ain't no running back safe no more.
No.
So
No.
That's true.
everything. So that's the only market. Like wide receivers, obviously are divas. Jamar Chase was talking shit about Justin Jefferson. That's his boy too. I don't know if it was serious, but that's just how they doing. They've always been divas though. Quarterbacks are gonna get the bag. Shit, tight ends are starting to come into their own
Mm-hmm.
with shit like that. If you could block as a tight end, you about to be getting a bag.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to George Kittle.
George Kittle,
Uh,
yeah.
defensive backs are like that now. Matter of fact, all defenders damn near are. There's holdouts across the board. I mean, shit. The Jets traded for Hassan Reddick in March, and
Yeah.
that nigga holding out now.
Yeah.
They might not even get the nigga they traded for.
Hey, what's
So
what's this I hear about Aaron
Man, he better.
Rodgers?
They talking about. They talking about. They about to start charging him up to 800,000 a game.
Yeah, tripping.
no, he lost 800,000 today
Yeah.
for not
Yeah.
playing.
He better. You better figure it out.
He's lost 2 million up to this point
He's
for
tripping.
not playing.
He's tripping, bro.
Yeah,
What's
he's
there to talk
tripping.
about? Do you got money stacked
That's what
away
I'm
like
saying.
that, bro?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I meant about like it's a different game. Like that shit wasn't
Yeah.
happening up at like until now.
You're absolutely
Motherfucker
right.
sitting
Yep.
out.
Yeah. Well, to this extent, like you had holdouts, but it usually would be training camp. Like niggas wasn't missing games
Right.
like that.
Right.
That's a fact.
Not game checks. You don't
So
miss game checks.
nah, that's and because you don't want to fucking get in game form. You done missed preseason already. You want to get in a game form by week 6. By that point, you ain't even gonna get it back. You gonna be looking shit.
Right.
So granted, they lost today. Jets lost today, so he got some leverage, and they was getting whooped on the interior, so they got some leverage.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
that shit's crazy.
bro, they talking about Aaron Rodgers. He's a cancer to the locker room, though, already.
I don't know. He was playing good. I ain't gonna put it on AR.
Nah, I'm talking about just
That
like
nigga still hit him
like
throw.
the last couple months. Like, motherfuckers ain't been feeling him in the locker room.
And what he been on?
He ain't been in the locker
He
room.
ain't
That
been.
nigga was on question journey
He ain't been there. And he ain't
with
been
that
there at all.
ayahuasca.
He was on retreats, getting high, getting his body
Yeah.
right.
I'll tell you right. I'll tell you what. That nigga showed. They didn't have the ball a lot, and that's why they lost because defense couldn't stop a nosebleed today when it came to run. But when he had that ball and he had that shot, I only seen about 2 or 3 bad throws, maybe from bro. He threw some dots.
I ain't
So
mad at that.
he's still who he is. It's just he just need time to be on the field. He didn't have that.
Hey,
That's all that was.
DJ Ho, close us out, man. Give us some Super Bowl picks right now.
Fuck the Niners.
I love Houston being a Cinderella team
I like
this
that.
year.
I like that.
I think the Chiefs are probably going to win it again. The Bills
Repeat.
are going to probably get upset like usual. San Fran, oh my God, they're gonna if they get to the Super Bowl again this year and lose, they're gonna hang themselves. I would like to see the Cowboys make a run for it, but are they the Cowboys? So
Bro, they have the roster to do it. Jerry Jones just got to get the
They
fuck out of the
always have
way.
the roster.
Man, that dude, that number 4 gonna choke like he always do.
That, yeah.
That ain't no question.
Yeah.
That ain't
no
no
question.
question.
Yeah.
Now he's a check down quarterback. Oh, Zeke, where you at?
Hey, Zeke was looking all right.
What's Zeke
Zeke
been
was
doing?
looking all
That's
right.
exactly what he gonna do. He gonna check it down the whole game.
Zeke
Oh
was
man,
looking
look
all
at
right
my
on
stat.
Sunday.
Look at my stat. Yeah, you threw it to Zeke about 80% of your goddamn season.
He was like, hey, they said, you know what's crazy? I was listening to something earlier. I think it was it might have been Pat McAfee and Bill Belichick. I can't remember. Or can't remember. I think it was the average. First of all, there was only like 7 or 8 quarterbacks that threw over 250 yards, and the average like distance of catch this weekend was 2.5 yards.
What?
Really?
That's fucking
That
insane.
don't even make
Yeah, that's
sense.
crazy.
Don't make
They
sense.
every like they're playing like college teams with like short
Spread,
passes and
spread,
shit.
bubbles, slants.
That shit is crazy, bro. That is ridiculous hearing that.
I need to see that
Yeah,
stat
that's crazy.
somewhere.
Yeah,
That's
I'm gonna
crazy.
try to
I
pull it
wonder
up.
if there was more interceptions this week because of that. Because I feel like a lot of
Less,
quarterbacks.
Way
It was
less because
less.
you're
less.
not taking any chances down the field.
They said there was way less passing touchdowns this week as a result. Uh, just essentially, like I said with the yards, we're crazy down like as a whole for the league. And I'm gonna be honest, they called a shit ton of penalties out of all the games I was watching. That they're
Mhm.
heavy on the whistle this year.
It was
Legal
Yeah,
formations.
legal
Oh
formation.
yeah, they
That's
calling that
that's a
crazy.
fact. Yep.
They calling that crazy. So I have seen a lot of big plays negated because of it, but they need to swallow that whistle, pause for next week, and I don't know, niggas gotta start airing that thing out.
How do
Unless the
y'all feel?
DB's just making that good.
How do y'all feel about this Saints team, man? They went crazy this first game
Ain't gonna
against the
mean nothing.
Panthers.
That shit gonna die
uh,
down by November.
if I
Yeah,
if I saw them play against uh, a worthy opponent instead of the worst team in the league, I'm glad they ran it up.
they did run it up
Glad
on
they ran it
them.
up.
Well,
Uh,
they play the Cowboys next, so we'll see. We'll see how
Cowboys
they
gonna
play
beat the shit
against.
out of them, bro.
I don't think it's gonna be that. I think it's gonna be a close game. I think it's gonna be a close game.
And they
Personally,
got the Eagles after that too.
Bro, if you pressure Derek Carr, and you ain't gotta worry about nothing. He'll throw
you
That
got
you can
picks.
pressure
say
him
that.
though.
You can say the same thing with that.
Mm,
Yes.
New Orleans don't have enough to pressure Dak. Is what I'm getting at.
I'm.
Hey,
I
their
didn't. I
defense
didn't. I
isn't
didn't. I
trash
didn't say
though.
that, but
It's
I'm
not
just
Their
trash.
saying though.
defense isn't trash, but they generate a lot of
It's
turnovers.
not trash. It's not trash. Gary, I'm with you, but I think just this matchup, I don't see Dak having a hard time. In my opinion.
Probably.
In my opinion.
I think that it's gonna be a closer game than you would think. I don't know what the spread is. I'm sure it's already opened up. The line's probably opened up now. The week's over with. I could
Uh,
check it really fast.
Dallas is 6.5 favorites. Or 6.5, I'm sorry.
Touchdown favorite. So touchdown favorite. Uh, I
And
can
Dak
see them
didn't
winning
look.
by more than a touchdown because it's at home.
Yeah, I got Dallas
But
by 17.
I'll say this though: the Saints, to be how crazy they were, Chris Olave only caught like 3 passes, I
Bro,
think,
didn't do shit yesterday.
and they still went nuts. So like, I mean, what's that tight end's name? Jawan Johnson,
From
I
Oregon.
think it is.
From Oregon.
Jawan Johnson's nice. Calvin Kamara's Alvin Kamara. That's the only problem. They could throw them check downs because they got a running back that'll
Yes.
make you miss.
Right.
They got a running back that'll make
Absolutely.
you miss.
He had a good
For
game.
sure.
So it's one of those situations where I think
Yards,
that
one TD.
they should beat the shit out. They should theoretically beat the shit out the Saints, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I think they'll keep it close. I'm telling you the way these games, bro, these scores been low as hell because these niggas just throwing like slant routes, bubble screens,
Give it
HB screens,
give it
entire game.
give it another week. I know a lot of these, I mean, even for the Cowboys, bro, Dak didn't play at all. I mean, this is kind of like essentially their first preseason game, playing a full game.
Yeah,
I would say by week
yeah.
2, we should be cooking, or week 3 we should be cooking.
You know what I said though? Everybody be careful this week betting week 2.
Oh,
It is the toughest week to bet by far. Everybody's overreacting to everything they saw week 1. Niggas gonna be putting Derek Carr for 300 yards against his defense and wondering why they shit on him. Week 2,
save
do not overreact out there.
save your money, and that is all I have.